It's too late.
Uh, wow. That's why the fish fillet.
You know, when you're hungry, you make really bad decisions.
Yeah. You know what?
It was one
It's
of
fine.
those that I fucked up because I didn't eat all day, and then yeah, I don't feel super like full or anything though. I just kind of
I
normal.
once ordered 5 fish fillets, ate one, and then threw the rest away.
Really?
No,
I
let's
told
play the
I
music, man. Hello and welcome to Tournament Style. I'm your host Austin, and I'm joined as always by my co-host Guillermo. We're gonna have to do this again. Hello and welcome to Tournament Style. I'm your host Austin, and I'm joined as always by my co-host Guillermo. I did not hit her Delgado.
Oh no!
It's tournament style.
Guillermo,
This one needs context.
what is your favorite actor? Who is your favorite actor?
Oh man, you really need to send me these so I can prepare. Name some good actors. Name some good actors and actresses.
What? I
Um,
don't know. Brad Pitt.
no. I'm
What do
more
you
of the.
mean? Name some good
I like
actors.
the more artistic-y side of like actors. You know what I mean? The more artistic ones.
Like
Um,
like like Thor.
not exactly what I was thinking. What about who's in some like? Oh man, names
Just
Tom.
name an actor,
No,
man. Do you
Christy.
like Edward
No,
Pattinson or Robert
no,
Pat? I
no,
combined
no, no,
his
no, no.
vampire name. Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, no, not
He's artsy.
Robert Pattinson. No, he's not artsy.
Yeah, he is.
Uh, is he?
The Lighthouse.
Yeah, you know
A-
who's really
Andrew
good?
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield's good. You know who I think is kind of underrated sometimes is Jake Gyllenhaal. I think Jake Gyllenhaal's really good. Oh,
I feel like he's
Edward
rated about
Norton.
exactly where.
I guess I like him a lot. Yeah. Oh, Heath Ledger's got to be top 3 for me. This is hard to do off the spot because I'm just like
He's
this.
top
But
three. Wow,
let me say Heath Ledger top 3 for sure.
that's interesting.
And I think that's the best I can give you. Do you think that's
What
too
are
low
your
or
what are
too
your
high?
favorite what are your favorite movies with him in?
What was that one about the
Come
10
on,
things I hate
name a
about
movie. If
you?
he's in your
Yeah,
top three,
10 things I
name a
hate about
movie.
you.
You
And
just
then
naming
there's
his
the
movies.
one.
Tell me ones that you like.
Yeah, I liked that one. That was a good one.
Okay, you can barely
And
think
then
of the name.
obviously Heath Ledger's Joker. You're I feel like I'm answering these questions in the proper amount of time. I think his Joker
You
was,
said
you
I don't
know,
know
an
what was it called.
amazing. Huh?
Yeah, his Joker's great. I mean, that's why I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't. I feel like. I mean, obviously he died too soon, right? I feel like his work
Right.
isn't as much for me to put him that high, but he's still great. Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's maybe kind of like an argument there. Um. Oh yeah, he was in Lords of Dogtown. That's funny. Can we also clarify that my nickname was alluding
Anyway, mine
to
is
the movie
Paul
The
Rudd. I
Room?
really
Okay,
enjoy
I
anything
do like
Paul
Paul
Rudd
Rudd
is
too.
in.
Yeah,
Don't
I said I
piggyback on
like
my
him too. He's
answer.
not top 3. He's not
Don't
top
piggyback on
3.
my answers,
I'd say
okay?
he's top 4 or 5 for me.
Also a big Chalamet guy.
Yeah, I know you like Timothy Chalamet. I think if we're going like, you know, cute like actors, like actors sees,
I'll
then
round it out
I'd put him high.
with the Zendaya. Yeah, that's
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
she's cool. Yeah,
yeah.
they're both in Dune.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
should really
which
watch that movie.
you what? Oh, you want to watch it?
I should really watch it. Yeah, if I
It
like both
hasn't
of
come
those
out, has it?
actors.
You promised that we. Oh, I see. You promised we would go see Dune. I think.
I think it's coming out on HBO Max, so you can just come over.
Oh, I'll do that too. Yeah, for sure.
We can do that one and Shang-Chi. So
I think by then Shang-Chi will be out, right?
yeah, I think it's coming out next month. So
Nice.
this is tournament style. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
We do tournaments here every week, one per episode.
Sure.
And every other month we do. Did you have something to say?
No, go ahead.
Every other month we do a
I've,
theme
I've,
month.
I have one thought up here that I'm kind of holding.
You're raising your hand.
No, yeah, it's a physical reminder that I have something to say. Keep going.
You're gonna forget it.
Well, not with this.
The theme
Now with my
month for
fingers
this
here.
month is Blockbuster Tober. Blockbuster.
It sounds funny when you say it out loud.
Yeah, Blockbuster. So they're gonna be about movies. All the tournaments this month will be about movies.
It's a movie theme month, right?
A movie theme month. Yeah.
A film, as if you will.
Yeah, if you're
Film-themed.
artsy. If you like artsy actors.
Artsy actors and cute actors, also.
I feel like there was something I wanted to bring up this week. Did anything happen in the news that I'm forgetting?
And then I think a couple things actually did. Something about, I think a lot of movies and stuff got on. I'm feeling a lot of movie news.
The Emmys were
heavy.
like recent.
Right. Yeah,
Ted Lasso and Queen's Gambit want to get them out.
Yeah. Oh, did you want to? We were just talking about this yesterday. Squid Game. Squid Game is very hot right now. Yeah. See, this is why we shouldn't hang out. We talked about everything yesterday.
That's true. We did hang out yesterday and we talked a lot.
But I think Squid Game's worth talking about just because it very quickly, got a lot of
very
people
popular
talking about
show. If you haven't seen it, I feel like I don't even want to say what it's about just because like
we don't need to plug it. I mean,
they should go watch it.
No, don't. Okay.
I don't need to plug anything. I want to plug this.
We want to know what you thought about it because you finished it. I haven't.
What I thought about it is people listening should go watch it. That's literally what I thought. I told you to watch it because it was so good.
I watched 2 episodes. I watched one this morning also. Did you like it more and more as it went on, or did it hook you from the beginning and it was just pretty good the whole time?
I think the beginning was great and it got better as well. Yeah, both.
Okay. Because even by episode 2, there was again, don't want to give anything away, but there was like a minor twist that I was like, oh, didn't see it going this way, so that kind of kept
definitely. That's us. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I don't even want to say what it's about. Just go watch it.
Go watch Squid Game. What else is in other pop culture news? No, it's fine. Yeah,
it's fine.
I don't know. I just feel like there are a lot of good movies coming out and stuff like that. So I think it's a good month to do movies. Maybe we should like prepare.
I feel like we talked movies. We talked too much about shows and blockbuster tober. It should be movies only.
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, for the tournament is themed movie, has to be themed movie. I also have a rant. Don't let me forget that. I have a rant today.
Okay. I feel like I came here with nothing. So, do you have a rant?
I do have a rant. Do you have anything before the rant?
No, I think I'm good. Watch Squid Game is my rant, I guess.
That's not a rant.
Well, let's hear yours then. If you know rants,
you could say why haven't you watched Squid Game, or like I hate people that haven't.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do in a rant.
You're not open to.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do in a rant.
Yeah, okay. So my rant's really not. It's not going to be that lengthy, and we did talk about it yesterday. But this is something that has been bugging me the past few times I've been out. There's a very common question.
Weird rant.
It is a weird rant. It's just lately it's been bothering me because I think it's only been happening consistently for about 2 or 3 years now. Anytime, and I'm sure everyone can corroborate with this. A lot of restaurants like to ask, when the server comes to the table, their first question is always, have you been to this restaurant before?
You knew here.
Yeah, basically, right? I'm not a fan of this question. One, it's a yes/no question, and I think it's just
what?
Hold
on. I'm sorry. I gotta cut you off there. You want a question to where you then have a conversation with the waiter and
not
or
a
waitress.
long conversation.
You want an open-ended
I want a little bit of it feels like I'm being held hostage conversationally. Just if you're only asking me these binary ass questions, but which by the way is a bad question. It's
a bad question.
I know the reason is, some restaurants either if they have a gimmick, or some restaurants have like specials, or some restaurants that just something. I get that, but if that's the reasoning behind asking that, I'd rather be asked, would you like to hear the specials, or I don't know, do you want to know
a yes
how
or
it
no
works?
Question.
Yeah, but then it starts off a conversation, you know what I mean? Do you want to hear the specials? Yes. Okay, we have crab rangoons today. I don't know, for $2, right?
So your thoughts, like, let's say someone asks you that, you say yes, you're new here. You think they're just like, it's just like okay, cool, and then the conversation ends.
But it's never like that. Here's the thing. It's like, have you ever been to this restaurant? And then like one person's like, no, and the other people are like, yes. So what do they do now? What, they have to explain the rules. They have to explain the rules anyway. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So here's the other weird thing is, like, I am very friendly, so I automatically want to be like,
you're very friendly.
I'm very friendly, so they come up and they ask.
You're just complimenting yourself.
They come up and ask. I'm a very charismatic guy. They come up and they ask. Person. They look me in the eyes and they kind of up and down me, look me in the eyes, and they say, have you been to this restaurant before? And my mind always goes to, yeah, I've been here a couple times. The first time and you know what I mean? Like, I want to quantify this. I'm just saying, for me, this is what happens. I don't
You're upset that it's a fake question. It's like when you go to a grocery store and they ask you, did you find everying okay? It's like,
a fucking
and you just
survey. Yeah, it's a survey. Have you been to this restaurant before? A long time ago. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, no, but I know how it works. Like, that's what I want to say.
That's what I want to say. Work.
No, but I'm not interested in the special. Or no. Or also another thing, and this is a little bit old school, I think restaurants should always start and give you the special and tell you everything, whether you want to know it or not.
You're such a weird person, man.
That's another thing. Are they going to come up to the table, be like, have you ever been here before? Everybody, let's say that everybody says yes confidently, right? They all say yes. What happens then? Like, okay, so
okay,
you know how
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Role play. Come on.
Hey, I'll be your waiter today. My name is Austin. Have you ever been to this restaurant before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, great. Welcome back. So you know how everything works. Can I get you started on a drink then?
I know how this works. You guys don't have drinks. Don't try to fool me. I've been here before.
Okay, well,
there's a water trough.
No,
there's a water trough in the back.
No, you say no, okay?
Okay. Let me reset. Hold on. Let me reset.
Hello, my name is Austin. I'll be your waiter today. Have you been to this restaurant before?
No, I have not.
Oh, well, welcome. Anyway, would you like a drink?
See, that's so awkward. It's the same question. It leads to the same thing.
Look, I agree. It's a nothing question, but that being said, I like those.
There are a lot of nothing. Oh, okay.
I'm a friendly person.
You like easy hitters.
I don't want to talk to anybody ever.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So it's it's a nothing question that's just like yes, no, and then they move on with everything.
For me, the go-to nothing question is, how are you doing today? That's, how is it going today? Or doing something fun for dinner today. Are you guys having drinks today? That's a good first question. Are you having drinks tonight? Are you guys having drinks tonight? Can I get waters for the table?
It's a good. I was gonna say it's a good rant because you're passionate about it. It's a weird thing to care about. But it is a good rant. I'd say you're probably in the minority of people who care about that question.
That's what I was about to say.
There's probably only one person in the world that cares that much.
Let me also add that when I rant, it's really, I want it to change for me. I'm not saying it's something wrong in the universe, right? I get that it probably doesn't bother a lot of other people. I'm ranting about it because it bothers me. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
For sure, which is why I think
Okay,
it's
cool.
you're doing a good job. I just think it's weird.
It's
I
not
will
my
say
favorite
though,
question.
if it did change for you and it became the new thing is like what they did, I would then have to rant about them asking me too. Like I don't want, like, don't talk to me. Like just take my order.
I'm not saying they need to like be your best friend.
No, but you said they ask like how are you, or like are you having drinks? Like
but
I
you
don't
can
want
just say
that.
fine. You can just
I
say
don't want it.
fine.
I don't
you know
tell me what I
mean?
can or can. You can say yes, I've been here and know it. Don't. I'm about to. Don't make me go over there, man. I'm about to.
He stepped away from his computer. I'm just saying, but okay.
Don't tell me you can just say something when you do this, when you can easily do the same thing.
But at least now you've had a simple interaction, and they show they care about you.
That.
You know what I mean?
I don't want that.
How are you? Fine.
They don't care about you. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I care about them. Have you ever been to this restaurant? No, I'm here to break you out. So that's why.
If we ever eat out together somewhere and they ask that, could you just mess with them,
do it every
please?
time.
That's like,
me. No, I hate messing with servers. No, fuck. No. I wouldn't. That's a line for me. Come on. It's like, if someone came and messed with me while I was trying to teach kids, I would strangle them.
If a kid didn't like what your question, let you do your job. Let them ask it then. Let them ask if you've been here before or not.
I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Right?
I feel like your whole rant's invalid.
That's why I'm not gonna troll them. Okay, I do hate it.
You don't need to troll them.
You just want me to say something funny.
Yeah.
What if I show
them
this?
Just ask them like why. Tell them you don't like that question, or tell them
no.
Like,
that. What if they're having a bad day? That seems just rude. Like, oh, I don't like when people ask me that or something. Like that's so.
But you don't like it when they ask you that.
Well, I'm just gonna suck it up until the world decides to change for me.
No one's changing.
The whole. I want to put a memo out to the restaurants of the greater Austin area and Cedar Park. Cedar Park.
I feel like your whole explanation of that makes so much sense of you not wanting to mess with people, right? And you can just take that advice, they're doing their job and you don't want anything, and you're
right. And that's why I let it go. That's why I'm renting here, not there. You know?
No.
I think that's fair.
No, that's fine. But you also shouldn't care about that. That's the thing you just should not care about.
I'm also very socially weird in a lot of ways. I like super directness. I like very extreme transparency is my kind of.
Let them do their job, man.
Okay, well, that's my rant. Austin's rant is let the service industry do their job.
My rant is go watch Squid Game.
Right.
All right, let's go on to the tournament. This is tournament
I'm
glad
style. We started slow because I'm exhausted now. I'm fucking exhausted.
This is tournament style. We tournament every week. This is Blockbuster Tober, in case you missed that in the beginning. Blockbuster October.
Probably Blockbuster.
We're going to tournament movie. Jesus. We're going to tournament about movies all month. This week we are doing best movie series, and a little stipulation here: we're not including trilogies, movies that come in just 3, because I feel like that's its own its own category. Mm-hmm. Like best movie trilogy we could do. This is best movie series that includes more than 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready to start the tournament?
Okay. Can you get a clean of that? Oh, actually, I can cut my audio. You're good.
Are you ready to start the tournament?
Sorry, one more time.
Okay, best movie series.
Cool.
First seed, we have Marvel. So the Marvel movies, the MCU. The Marvel Cinematic Universe. All 30 of them. Versus the Halloween series.
The Halloween series, that's right.
Which we learned recently are 12 of them, with 2 more coming out.
I didn't know it was that many. Yeah. And for a legit number on the Marvel I want to say it was 20. Endgame was number 20. Is that right?
That is not right.
Is it not? Never mind then. Never mind. Yeah.
I'm
I guess it
pretty
doesn't
sure
matter,
that's
but
not right.
it's around 20, right? Like
I
the
don't
real
think that's
number.
right either.
Really?
We can
Okay, well,
look it
never
up
mind
if
then.
you want,
No,
but
it's cool. If I come across it, I do have the Wikipedias open, and I asked you earlier, is it cool if I give a little bit about each
yeah, go
when
for it.
we do it? Oh, you know what? Interesting callback. We have an unreleased MCU tournament episode, don't we? We do, right?
It's possible, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we did, or was it Star Wars? No, we released the Star Wars one. I think we have an MCU and Flightless Birds were our unreleased
Which one did you say was
episodes.
number 20?
Endgame?
Endgame was 22.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah,
Cool.
there's
A little more than 22
24
then.
out now. Yeah, and then
Cool,
so yeah,
cool.
you're pretty much right.
Okay. I just wanted to put that in perspective. But the Halloween has I think it was I saw it was like 12 11 films and a video game and 2 more coming out. All right, let me read it's just a couple sentences from the Wikipedia because I liked how a lot of these were described. Halloween, we'll start with that one. Halloween is an American slasher franchise that consists of 11 films, as well as novels, comic books, and a video game and other merchandise. The films primarily focus on Michael Myers, who was committed to a sanitarium as a child for the murder of his sister, Judith Myers. 15 years later, he escapes and stalks people and kills people in Haydenfield, Illinois, and it's called Halloween because these killings generally occur on the holiday. Generally occur on the holiday of Halloween.
They should do a Christmas one.
A Christmas Halloween?
Yeah.
That sounds insane.
They should call it The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, no, I wonder what kind of copyright is on that, but that's a kind of great idea.
Thank you. I thought it was a terrible idea.
By the way, just because my eyes caught this, Michael Myers is the antagonist in all of the films except for Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Which I thought was funny.
I was gonna say there's a lot of weird ones in that series. Like there's like a Halloween like H2O one, which is pretty weird, I think. And I'm pretty sure like I know Jamie Lee Curtis is in like the first like couple, and then she doesn't appear in a lot, and then she comes back, and then now she's back again, even though I'm pretty sure she's died in them like 5 times. And then I don't know. It's a weird series, but I feel like we needed to include a scary movie series in this tournament.
That's true. It is spooky month, so my favorite time of the year. I think it's the fact that it has so many movies. I think it deserves to be.
Do you think it's the
very
best
iconic
scary movie franchise?
It is, especially from what I think that
this horror, was not like suspense or.
It was important because it set a precedence for this kind of film. Like a lot of stuff kind of copied the Halloween thing. I think that makes it important. Best, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of.
Do you want to read what the Marvel series is about?
Yeah, I can do a quick MCU. Like I said, it's interesting. I think the way it's written here on Wikipedia. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is an American media franchise and shared universe centered on a series of superhero films produced by Marvel Studios. The films are based on characters that appear in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. I think that's kind of all we need to get from there. The first MCU film is Iron Man, which begins Phase 1, culminating in the crossover film The Avengers, which was probably I'd say the first Avengers, one of the most important superhero movies, especially of our time, because it made crossovers the thing, which I don't know.
I think if anyone even if you don't like these movies, if you don't like superhero movies, if you haven't been just living under a rock, you know these movies and you know how important they are to a lot of people. They're really good. A lot of them, some of them bad. Most of them good, I'd say. This is just a little too easy for me, unfortunately. The Marvel movies.
It's a hard one. Again, when you have something like the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's sort of a giant among anything, it's pretty tough.
We said it earlier. It's like 24 movies or whatever. This is the most out of all of these by a lot. I think Halloween is probably second with 12.
And that's just that's just the like I was saying about that first Avengers movies, that first Avenger movie made cinematic universe is a thing. So it's not just, it's a movie series. No, this is a universe that has canonical ideas and very comic bookish, very, very like how comic books work.
A lot
of
I mean, source material with the comics.
Exactly. And so I think, yes, it's easy, but at the same time, not that it's undeserving. And I'm a big nerd, so I'm always going to try to give Marvel its due.
Yeah, I think Marvel moves on. Is what I was saying is easy.
Yeah, that's okay with me. How many of the Halloween movies have you seen?
I don't think I've seen a single one.
I've not seen a single one either.
We should probably watch at least
I've definitely seen parts.
I've seen the Jamie Lee Curtis, like when she, how she kind of started with that.
I've seen. I mean, I know what it is, and I've seen a lot of.
Are you a big scary movie person?
Parts of ones, and I feel like I used to be when I was younger. I like scary. I'll watch any scary movie pretty much. Like there's no like limits for me there. But I don't know. It's been a while since I really saw one that was like really. I'm more of like a thriller, like psychological thriller or some kind of thriller kind of thing. The last best scary movie I saw was with you, which was Parasite, which I thought that was. That's, I don't know if you call it scary.
Yeah, movie, I wouldn't even.
Psychological thriller kind of.
Yeah, thriller, suspense.
That's more what I'm into now. If I'm looking for like a good movie to watch, I'll watch a scary thing for fun. So
yeah, I feel like to be in scary movies, you have to be into the sort of campiness, the sort of like expectation where, they're not going to be the best like movies. Like it's not going to win an Oscar type of movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I enjoy scary movies every now and then. But yeah, Halloween it just doesn't beat Marvel, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure.
Next match. Okay. You're gonna do that for every single one?
No, but I kind of felt like using a sound, so I just looked for one.
Yeah, all right. The next matchup we have is Star Wars versus Jurassic Universe, which are Jurassic Park, Jurassic World.
Gotcha. Let me read a little bit about Star Wars. Star Wars is an American epic space opera multimedia franchise created by George Lucas, which began the 1977 film, and a word I don't know, and quickly became a worldwide pop culture eponymous.
Yeah, I think it's eponymous, right?
Eponymous.
I mean, I don't really know what it means
either. Does that mean like a pop culture phenomenon kind of thing? Here, let me click on that and then go to this next Wikipedia.
No.
Okay. The franchise has been expanded into various films and other media, including television series, video games, novels, comic books, which I've never been into any of those that much. In 2020, its total value was estimated at $70 billion, and is currently the 5th highest grossing media franchise of all time. And it is now owned by Disney, correct?
Yeah, everything's owned by Disney, man.
Of course. So that's Star Wars.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it, or should we read Jurassic as well?
We can talk. I think we should talk about it, and then we'll read Jurassic.
So Star Wars, I mean, also huge, very popular movies. A lot of really good ones, a lot of really bad ones too. There's like also like 11 movies and stuff.
Most of them were good. Yeah. You're talking about the old ones? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about all of them.
Oh, they were all bad?
No. I said some are good, some are bad.
Yeah, I say the bad ones are like the old ones.
I see. I get it. You're making a joke.
Maybe. For anybody who hasn't listened too far back, I'm notoriously a prequels fan, and Austin hates that about me.
I mean, they're just not good movies.
Okay.
And also, you should like the originals more. They're some of the best movies of all time.
Han Solo's kind of a chauvinist, if you think about it, in that movie. And there's
I guess he has some flaws. I guess you're right. I guess there's some character flaws in it, right?
Yeah, but he overcomes them by the end, I think.
He finally says, "I love you."
No, when his son killed. Oh yeah, is that what you're talking
Jesus,
about?
man.
Sorry.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars is good. I mean, great movies.
I like it a lot. I was pretty Star Wars nerdy for a while. Not so much like in my adulthood, but for sure. I think it's a really cool universe. I wish that the later movies had been more delving into that rather than creating like another branch of that same storyline, like the whole Skywalker thing. I wish it had just gone more into the universe. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm okay with the Skywalker saga. I hope now they do
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah, that's true.
Luke, I mean, another spoiler, Luke coming out in The Mandalorian makes me feel like they'll never leave the Skywalkers alone.
Yeah.
Like they're just
Right.
always going to put them in everything, and it's like, whatever.
Yeah. Does that happen season 2?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen season 2
Oh,
either. There's
sorry
a
for
lot
the
of stuff
spoiler.
that. No, you're good. I feel like I'm holding us back in the pop culture knowledge because there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen. No, I'm okay. You can spoil Mandalorian for me. That's not. I've always been really big into the movies and. But okay, do you want me to read some Jurassic Park?
Yeah, read me some Jurassic Park stuff.
Right. Jurassic Park is the music for both of these series was created by John Williams. Jurassic Park is another one, two, three, just three series in this tournament. John Williams did the music. Jurassic Park is a 1993 American science fiction action film directed by Steven Spielberg and produced by Kathleen Kennedy and Gerald R. Mullen, I hope. It's the first oh, I'm reading like the first film. That's my bad. I should have looked up series, but let's just do it. First installment of Jurassic Park franchise and is the first film of the Jurassic Park trilogy. It's based on a 1990 novel of the same name, which I did not know. And I'm going to
Did you really not know
just
that?
pause right there. I didn't know there was a novel of the same name. No.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah. I have another, I wouldn't call it a hot take, but it's a off take. Can I coin that? I have an off take.
No. It sounds like it's just
Jurassic.
Movie, yeah.
Love Jurassic Park 3.
I think that's just that's like a lukewarm take.
Lukewarm? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually enjoyed Jurassic Park 3 as well.
I thought it was a good movie. Yeah, it was good.
I didn't think it was a good movie. I enjoyed it though.
Okay, well. Jurassic Park 3 was the one that was always on cable. So
that's very true.
Turn to a channel.
That's very true.
So
I would actually say only one movie in this series of 5 is good.
Oh wait, which one is that?
The first one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of those that just doesn't like the sequel because it's a sequel.
I love all them. That's not even true. There's just so many movies in this tournament that I love the sequels.
Really?
You just said an untrue statement.
Also, Jurassic Park 3 has William H. Macy in it, which I always, I
also said I liked Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, but not you didn't. You said it was a bad movie.
You can like bad movies. You're allowed to like bad movies, Gyllenhaal.
And then it makes me feel like I'm bad. You know what I mean?
So I feel like there's the problem.
Shit. Yeah, well.
Yeah, I would say only the original is good. The other, like the next one, it felt like, I mean, the second one the only person they brought back was Goldblum, right? I believe.
That's what I was gonna ask. He is in Jurassic Park 2, right?
Yeah, and then 3 they went like the other way, brought the main guy back, but it still is kind of weird in terms of story. And then the new ones with Chris Pratt just feel kind of like money grabs in a way.
Yeah, that's just that's a the Generation X, like let's make a Jurassic Park movie for them. I think
right, yeah,
or even millennials. We had Jurassic Park, I think, is fair to say. But you know what I mean? That just a little bit, of that time period.
Yeah, it's the new generation's Jurassic Parks.
Yeah. Oh, so I said Generation X. That
Z.
I think the new, exactly. I think the new Jurassic Parks were let's make a Jurassic Park for Gen Z.
Right, yeah, I understood.
Or like younger millennials or whatever.
Yeah, any movie about dinosaurs is cool, and I feel like like if you think about dinosaurs, you think of Jurassic Park, like
Yeah,
that's
for
you just
sure.
do.
It's mostly
They
the reason we know what they look like.
Well, that's also
Like
what
the
I was gonna say
general
is they've
populace.
also changed like what dinosaurs kind of actually look like because they
What
just
they're
showed
imagined
you
as.
yeah
Yeah.
because they just showed you these things and now everyone thinks velociraptors look like that when they
That's
definitely did not.
it's a wild concept if you think
That's
about it.
actually a fun like thing that I've always said is like if time travel ever existed, the
Mhm.
craziest thing that humans would like think and see is like going back in time to see dinosaurs and just being completely confused about what is happening.
They're just like normal sized lizards, or they're like slightly larger lizards, and we're like really disappointed. Or imagine no, they look exactly like the Jurassic Park dinosaurs, except they're tiny.
If you saw a human skeleton,
Okay,
you didn't know what humans were. You're an alien. You saw a
sure.
human skeleton. Would you be able to be like, this is what a human looks like just from the skeleton?
No, of course not.
Right.
Yeah,
So
definitely
yeah,
not.
these dinosaurs could have looked so different, and it's crazy to think about.
Imagine the dinosaur skeleton, but with like human flesh over it.
That'd be gross. They have like out noses
Happy
and out ears
Halloween.
too.
Ew. they have outies.
Like, because if you saw a human skull, there's no way you put a nose on it or ears on it.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point too. Because because it's cartilage, right? Yeah, for
Yeah, and
sure.
it's in the skull. It's just like
That's
holes.
right. Yeah. Interesting.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Weird things to think
I'm gonna
about.
have to vote for Star Wars here. I think the movies are just better.
Oh, we keep getting flagged on YouTube for the possession music, so that's fun. Anyway, yeah, Star Wars for me is fine.
Should we change it for season 3?
Nah,
Okay.
we get some more views on YouTube. I'll think about it. Unless you have a good idea for it.
I do not.
All right, cool.
All right, let's move on. Star Wars Advance, is that cool?
That's good with me.
Harry Potter versus the Fast and Furious franchise.
Harry Potter and the Fast and Furious Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'll read Harry Potter first. Harry Potter is a series of 7 fantasy. Oh, hold on. Should I read? Let me think. Give me a second. Film series. There we go. I think
you're reading the
read.
Books.
Dude, yeah, I was reading the books. There's that word again, eponymos.
You
Harry
didn't
Potter
know.
is
You didn't know it was a book first.
Yeah, I thought it was a book after. Harry Potter is a film series based on the novels by J.K. Rowling. The series is distributed by Warner Brothers and consists of 8 fantasy films, beginning with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and culminating with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part Dos. That came out in 2011. That's wild. A spin-off prequel series that will consist of 5 films. So they also had the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not necessarily lumping that in. Are you?
They are. Yeah. They're in.
You are? Okay, it's
Yeah.
part of the universe, part of the
Yep.
world. Okay, cool. And yeah, that works for me. I think.
So quick. It's funny. The word that I don't know how to pronounce it. Here, maybe I can play it.
Eponymous.
Why did she whisper that to me? That felt weird. Yeah. Eponymous. So if it's of a person, it's giving their name to something. So the eponymous hero of a novel, so Harry Potter and the blank.
I like that.
And well, it's funny because we talked about namesake, like so it's kind of
that is
and
funny.
then of a thing, it's named after a particular person. So
I see. That's cool. Okay.
I don't understand the Star Wars ones because I think that's the first one you read, but
let me
whatever.
read it.
I'm not too worried about it.
That is.
What are your thoughts on Harry? Are you a Harry Potter guy? We're both millennials, so Harry Potter's very huge for like our generation. What's your house?
Let me Hufflepuff. If I'm being honest,
are you Gryffindor? A Hufflepuff?
I would rather be Gryffindor, but
I don't know if you're Gryffindor either.
I think I'm a. Then what am I?
I think you're a Ravenclaw.
I think you're just saying that because I said Hufflepuff.
No, I don't think you're a I feel like
I'm easy to bully.
No,
I'm
right. So
easy
you
to
think I should say you're Hufflepuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
saying
saying it just because.
I'm saying because I'm easy to bully, I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm a nice guy.
I don't think
I'm
you're that
Cedric
easy
Diggory.
to bully.
I walk the
You're
grandma
kind of a
across
jerk
the street.
sometimes.
No, well, I'm Hufflepuff and like 1/8 Slytherin.
I think you're
Not even.
Ravenclaw.
I'm Hufflepuff and I'm 1/8 Death Eater. I just have a really sour side every once in a while.
Okay, let's name my house on 3.
Okay.
Well, after 3, I guess on 4.
Yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3, Slytherin.
Ravenclaw. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like you would just be one of the bitchy Ravenclaws.
So we both think that both of us should be we both get sorted into Ravenclaws and just
why are we putting each other in Ravenclaw? That's so weird.
We're both just upset.
I don't want to be Hufflepuff. I think if I'm just being honest, that's the house that I would be in based on like the characteristics.
Yeah, I don't care that much, but I just think I would be in Slytherin.
I care fervently. Obviously.
I don't want to
Much
or
like
not want to be in any of these. You know what I mean?
Wait, what did you give me? Oh, you also gave me Slytherin.
No, I think you're Ravenclaw.
Oh, you gave me Ravenclaw. That's also kind of weird. Anyway, because I'm studious. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. It just feels like that. Yeah, like because people are mostly everything, right? Like people aren't just good people or like friendly and soft or like just smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
we're talking percentages. Yeah.
You gotta stop, man.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
That's not what that is.
It's the little badger thing.
It's a badger. You look
nobody listening on the audio.
You're making. You look like I don't know, some sort of bug. Just okay.
No,
don't do that.
I'm a badger.
All right. Read me fast.
Hold on. I need to say something. You asked me if I was a Harry Potter fan, and I gotta say this. I think I stopped being openly into Harry Potter because it was just listen as I got older. Let me say this with a straight face. He's dying. He's rolling on the floor.
You're an in the closet Harry Potter fan. Like, what does that mean? You stopped being openly.
I stopped being openly into Harry Potter as we got older because it just was like not as cool. It was just a little more. I don't know.
Never cool, man.
When I was, I think whenever the books first started coming out, because I actually read the books.
You were on a Quidditch team.
I read the books. By the way, I'm not a big reader. These are the only books I've ever read in my life, except for I'm serious. All 8 books. I've read 9 books in my life, and 8 are Harry Potter.
Aren't there only
the other one is Marie
books?
Kondo. Sorry?
Aren't there only 7 books?
Sorry, 7 books. 7 books.
Oh wow, look at me catching you in a lie.
So then I've read 2 non-Harry Potter books. I don't know what the other one is. But I read the books, and I was so into it that when I was in 3rd grade, I think it was like maybe 2nd, 3rd, maybe 4th grade, I was Harry Potter for Halloween I was Harry Potter for Halloween every year. I want to say you knew me, so maybe it was younger then actually, because you would have known me by like 4th or 5th grade. Did you
went to a different school?
Nope. Okay.
You went to a different. I was just listening to you.
Yeah, you're very. I was scared. I was so into Harry Potter. So there's a huge like.
Were you Harry Potter heart. Every year because you liked it so much, or because it was easy to just put on the costume again?
It wasn't easy. It was a very elaborate costume.
It's like a pretty easy costume.
No. There's like a whole deal with it. Yeah.
A cape and like you put a scar on you.
Yeah, you have to find the right glasses and then the right tie.
I can imagine you as Harry Potter as a kid, and it's very
there
funny.
Were never big enough like
it's very funny
robes, so I had to like kind of
you were chubby,
take stuff from them. No, I wasn't chubby. They just didn't have the right size is what
but
my
you were
mom
also
said.
Chubby.
No, that's not has nothing to do with that. let's move on. How about that? Let's just keep going.
Do you want to read the
I don't know how we're at an hour and 4 minutes.
It's because you took 20 minutes to think of your drafts. That's why.
Oh yeah, there's a lot I can cut in that. Fast and Furious.
Also, just I've seen all the Harry Potters. I don't care them. They were good, but I'm not like, I don't care that much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm not gonna read the books. Definitely not.
They're a lot better.
That's fair. That's fine. I feel like most books are. I just not that interested.
Some books.
I feel like most.
Not Star Wars, obviously. Fast and Furious, also known as the Fast and the Furious. That's what it says.
That says. There's no way that says that.
It says that on Wikipedia. Look it up. Is a media franchise centered on a series of action films that are largely concerned with illegal street racing, heists, spies, and family.
Oh,
the
nice.
Franchise, I know, it's funny. The franchise also includes short films, a television series, didn't know that, live shows, video games, theme park attractions. It is distributed by Universal Pictures, and I think we're good if I
you should have put the sound clip of Vin Diesel saying family.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So this is an interesting franchise because it started off. I'm pretty sure the first one is they're stealing radios and they're street racing, and it's about cool cars and like a little bit of like thieving of radios or VCRs or something ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
And then the most recent one, they're like vigilante spies going into outer space, and it's like. It makes no sense at all, but it's
definitely.
I've seen up to 6. I stopped after that.
That's pretty impressive. I think I've seen like the first 2.
Yeah, I stopped after. You need to watch them.
Yeah, are they decent as action movies?
No. Oh yeah, okay. As action movies, yeah, they're fun, right? Mm-hmm. You turn your brain off and you watch.
Yeah, cool
stuff happen, but you need to watch them just because they're. The culture, man, like they're just like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're a big enough franchise. Unfortunately, I don't think they beat Harry Potter because the movies are ridiculous.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, I thought you would have got that as a Harry Potter fan.
No, I didn't.
Do you know what spell that is?
I didn't expect it from you.
Do you know what spell that is?
Ridiculous.
What does it do?
It probably like stuns them or something, right?
No, no. Don't know.
What is it? Oh, it's the turns the Bogart into something funny.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I think I know a decent amount of the spells by name, probably. What was I gonna say? Oh, you know what this reminded me of? There was were you ever into the Triple X movies?
No, I was not, but that was also Vin Diesel.
Those were Vin Diesel movies that were really cheesy, and it was like he was like a skateboarder, but they made him into a spy. Those were my guilty pleasure Vin Diesel movies, like big time. Yeah,
that's funny.
And actually, I think he was only in one of them, I want to say, but those are cool. I just wanted to bring that up. I do really like Vin Diesel as an actor. Actually,
you should watch these movies. They're pretty good, and I would say
I'll check them out.
I would say like if it was going up against something else, it might advance, but
Yeah.
I don't think it will. I will say, if you want to hear us talk more about the Fast and Furious franchise, we might have something up our sleeve.
Yeah, which we'll plug it more later. But yeah, definitely. I was also thinking about giving that plug. So stay tuned if you like Fast and the Furious.
We're gonna do our next tournament just on that. No, I'm just kidding. But
the rest of the podcast,
which Apple would like? Would Vin Diesel like the most? Yeah, Harry Potter moves on. That feels easy.
Yeah.
Lastly, we have Lord of the Rings versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
Thank you. I'll read Lord of the Rings first. The Lord of the Okay, good. I'm on the right Wikipedia. The Lord of the Rings is a series of 3 epic fantasy adventure films directed by Peter Jackson, based on the novel written by J.R.R. Tolkien. The films are subtitled The Fellowship, Two Towers, and Return of the King. Produced and distributed by New Line Cinema with the co-production of Wingnut Films. This is a lot of stuff I guess we didn't really need. Set in the fictional world Middle Earth, the film follows the hobbit Frodo Baggins as he and the Fellowship embark on a quest to destroy the One Ring. I'll stop there.
It's like the fantasy movie. Like if you're into swords and dragons and
this is D&D turned into a novel and then a film.
I'm pretty sure this sparked D&D, right? Tolkien, like he's just like the creator of like everything like that. Like this, he like sparked Game of Thrones and like sparked like everything fantasy is pretty much Tolkien.
I definitely agree with that. I wasn't sure if D&D preceded it or not.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I could be wrong, but I just feel like the people who created it were very into Tolkien.
They also might have been like independent of each other.
No,
like
no, they are independent. Oh,
no, I'm saying like I don't think one followed the other. I think it was like the whole elves and orcs and dwarves kind of thing was already kind of a thing, and both of those things kind of happen. I don't know actually the history of like fantasy and that genre of stuff, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know either. I just feel like Tolkien like spawned everything. You know what I mean? Like it feels like, you know, and that's obviously he didn't. I mean, he did create orcs. I think like legit he created.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like, you know, the fantasy stuff. Obviously, he didn't just create all of it, but
yeah. Hey, I was looking at the cast list. Forgot to give a shout out to one of my favorite, or I wanted to give a shout out to one of my favorite actresses. Kate Blanchett is in.
Speaking of actors, Orlando Bloom is in both of these.
He's in both. That's funny. Yeah. So is Johnny Depp. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he plays the old wizard guy. He's just that good. He's just that good.
Not a fan of Johnny Depp, me.
Yeah, you mentioned that a couple times. No, wait, was that on podcast?
Don't think so.
Oh, well, you got it out there now. Lord of the Rings, also one of my huge. I will rewatch these movies all the time, just kind of to put it on. I will sit down, just pick one. I think they're amazing. Yeah,
I think I said this before podcast, but Lord of the Rings might be the best movies on this list. The third one went 13 for 13. I want to say that's the right number at the Oscars. Nominated for 13 and won all of them, including Best Picture. Like, it's nuts how good these movies are. I mean, it's a lot. Like, if you've never seen them, they're very long, and it's a lot. If you don't like fantasy, you probably won't like it. But very good movies. The Hobbit movies, they're fine.
I love the Hobbit movies. To me, they're fun, and it was just a fun way to go back into that universe, not having to rewatch the same 3. You know what I mean?
Doesn't take anything away. There's a book about it already.
That's right.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of based also still on part of the canon of the novels. The one movie out of these 3 that I didn't appreciate until really, really recently after watching it many, many times. Because I used to love the Two Towers because of the fighting and the action. Return of the King is like such a badass film. The Fellowship of the Ring, the more I watched it, the more I saw it as a like you said, a really good film, a really good movie.
Ned Stark.
The story. Yeah, I know. It's so good and an amazing. It's just an amazing journey in cinema form. It's crazy. So this one's up there for me.
I feel like all of these movies, all Lord of the Rings movies, do what they wanted perfectly. Like,
yeah,
you know. Okay, so Pirates.
And Pirates of the Caribbean. This Pirates of the Caribbean is a series of fantasy swashbuckler films produced by Jerry Bruckheimer and based on Walt Disney's theme park attraction of the same name. We know a word for that. The film series serves as a major component of the eponymous media franchise.
Hey, there you go.
It was eponymous, right?
Yeah.
I already forgot it. Anyway, the film started in 2003 with Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl, which was met with positive reception. I'm going to keep reading a little bit because there was an interesting factoid in here that I want to go over that I totally didn't expect. The second film, Dead Man's Chest, was released 3 years later. The sequel proved successful, breaking financial records worldwide. Dead Man's Chest ended up being the #1 film of the year and earned $1.1 billion. The third film in the series, At World's End, followed in 2007, earning $960 million. Here's where I thought I really did not know this. On Stranger Tides in 2011, On Stranger Tides succeeded in also grossing more than $1 billion and becoming the second film in the franchise to do this, and only the 8th film in history to achieve this.
Eighth
That's
film
On
at the
Stranger
time?
Tides. No, that's the 8th film in history to gross over $1 billion.
At the time of
Oh, at
2011?
the yeah, I guess that makes sense for sure. 2011 conventional, also grossing more than one, becoming the second film in the franchise and only the 8th film in
Right.
history to achieve. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. I'm sure it has gone down for sure.
What do you mean gone
But
down?
that's still like on the list. It's not number 8, right?
Right. There's more than 8 now, probably, is what I was saying.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. So that does make sense. Wasn't On Stranger Tides the weird one that nobody saw? That's how I think I saw the first 3 and that was it. And
yeah, that's pretty crazy. I wouldn't have thought that. I mean, I feel like it makes sense because these movies were huge at the time, and like the actors and just the production company releasing it. It is the movie based on a ride and not a book, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. I also didn't know that, or hadn't. I don't know.
I feel like I knew that when these movies started popular, like becoming popular. It's like, oh yeah, they're based on a ride.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like something I probably heard and just didn't put into my memory bank. But yeah, On Stranger Tide, that's the 4th one. I also thought it came out later. It came out in 2011, so maybe I'm confusing it with Dead Men Tell No Tales, which didn't come out until 2017, which is a long time.
It's really cool. Like a lot of these movies that we're talking about, like there's wizards, there's fantasy, there's superheroes, we have space stuff, dinosaurs. This is the pirate series. You know what I mean? Like
it is the pirate series. Yeah,
it's the one, and these were really cool when they were coming out, and people loved them and like the actors. I'm not a huge Johnny Depp guy, but they were still good movies. And yeah, I think I only watched like one of them or two of them. I didn't watch a whole lot of them, but I know they're coming back, and it would be really cool if these movies became mainstream again and became like really good and cool. Because like you're right, it felt like nobody went and saw the next, like the 4th, the 5th. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, obviously they did watch the 4th.
Yeah,
the
right.
4th one. Just I guess I didn't. I feel like I remember trying to watch the 4th or 5th one and turning I Batman v Superman it, right? I turned it off because I was like, no, it's not.
Wait, did you turn off Batman v Superman?
No, I'm stealing it from you.
Because me,
no,
okay,
that's what you did.
I did do that.
No,
I was about to be like,
oh,
you didn't do that.
No. You've said it enough times. I bet a hardcore listener would like
knows that too.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember. So it's just when I read that it had such a high gross that kind of shocked me. But you're right. It would be cool if they came back and that's what I'm trying to remember. I was gonna say, just like you were saying, you thought the Lord of the Rings were some of the best just films on here. I really, really believe that the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, that was a really, really good film, possibly one of the best like in this tournament out of all of them. I just think it was so novel, and the story was so good, and the twists were so good, and the characters were so unique. When I watch it, or when I've watched it, I want to say recently, but I'm talking maybe in the last couple of years. I just was like, oh, like this was a good movie, and so I just wanted to put that out there for the first one specifically. I like the whole what is it? The Flying Dutchman thing. I think that's really cool. And in the next couple films, yeah, Davy Jones. I think that was a really cool way to go with that. But that first one, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, pirate lore and like pirate stuff is cool. Like Blackbeard, just everything. Like even in the real life stuff.
Yeah.
But and they're making a new one, and I think a spinoff too is something we read.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hot take. They should bring The Rock into the franchise Pirates of the Caribbean and have him revive it. And I feel like the way he did Fast and Furious, basically, and make it ridiculous. Like imagine The Rock as a pirate. I think that'd
What
be
can I
great.
say except you're welcome? That's The Rock, right?
Yeah, that's The Rock.
Am I crazy?
Moana.
Okay, cool,
You're
cool.
singing Moana.
Nice. Yeah, from Moana. That's
Yeah.
right. He also didn't he play a crab in some other film? No, wait, that was something else.
He does
Who
voice
sings
acting.
Shiny in Moana? Who does the word shiny?
Jermaine Clement, I believe.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Never mind. Thinking something else.
Yeah,
but he is Maui,
they
right?
they need to bring The Rock into this.
Nice.
They'll get a Billy right there. Just people love The Rock.
No shit. Bring The Rock and Vin Diesel in.
Oh,
they
dude, imagine
they tag team it. They're racing.
They hate
the
each
ships.
other.
They're just kind of like, oh, do they? I don't know.
Yeah, that's why he's no longer in the Fast movies.
Oh, I see. Also, because they look kind of similar.
I don't think they do.
The bald head.
They do. They're both bald.
Shape. Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I'm gonna have to vote for Lord of the Rings on this one.
Sort of ethnically vague as well. But yeah. Yeah, I can go Lord of the Rings.
Okay, we're running a little long, but do you have any honorable mentions?
Jeez,
I'll just say the Terminator is an honorable mention for me.
Yeah. What else? Not off the top of my head.
James Bond.
A movie. Oh yeah, James Bond does have a lot of films because we had a list and we didn't do some because there were trilogies, but I can't remember which other ones.
Yeah, we only had 8 in this tournament, James obviously.
Bond. Oh, Die Hard and the Mission Impossible ones. Yeah,
Die Hard, Mission Impossible. 3. Yeah, great movies.
They also feel different because they're not as fantastical as a lot of these films, but they are big series, so good shout.
Okay, semifinals. Marvel versus Star Wars.
Yeah, we have our big 4 now. We
do have our big 4, and they're very like nerd heavy, which is interesting. Yeah,
the
nerds just like
series of all times. Yeah.
How many Star Wars movies do you not like? You didn't like the new ones, right?
Yeah, I would say 2. I would say like 2.
You don't
2
like
out of the 3
of
new ones I didn't like.
You like the first new one?
Yes. No, I want to say I liked the last one actually.
You did?
You know what?
That's
let's say like 1.5. I didn't like the middle one for sure.
Oh yeah, that one was bad. That was really bad.
Oh no, wait a minute.
I feel like you didn't like any of them, but did you not even see the third one? I feel like you didn't.
That's what I was gonna ask.
So you didn't like it.
What's the third one called?
I don't know, man. It's the fucking Luke revives or something.
Is it Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
that is the third one. Tell me something that happens.
The 9th one. Yeah.
I don't know. I
think you didn't see it.
It's either 1 or 2 of the new ones that I didn't like. Okay, for sure I liked 1 of the new ones.
You did like the first one because I don't think you saw the third one.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Which is the one where
I think you can go back and listen to our Star Wars episode and you say unless you saw it. Unless you've seen it. But
what's the one where Mark Hamill where Luke plays like a trick on Kylo
That's the
Ren?
second one.
That's the one I like. That's the second one?
You like the second one?
Maybe, I guess. I remember I liked that scene a lot. Is that the same one where they travel to that rich people planet?
Yeah.
I didn't like that. So, I don't know, I'm kind of torn.
Was that the third one?
I definitely don't.
Maybe that was the third one. Maybe no. I feel like that was the second one.
See, we don't even know.
I'm pretty sure that was the second one.
Love any of the new ones. So
I would love if you liked the second one. That'd be very funny.
I just don't remember. I've never rewatched any of them. I don't think.
I feel like you didn't like any of them. Is what that means.
Oh yeah. No, I'm saying yeah, exactly.
Well, anyway, I was gonna get at. There's a lot. Yeah. How many of the Marvel movies did you not like?
Oh, I'd say the percentage is a lot smaller, but I'd say like a couple. Even the ones that are bad, I don't mind watching them. Is the thing
I
with
agree.
Marvel?
I only didn't like one Marvel movie.
Is it Dark World?
It is Dark World, yeah.
Dark World just has so many plot holes that it's a little bit cringy. That's it. That's my only. It's hard to watch because it's tiny bit cringe to me. It's like
Yeah, I just didn't care as much. I don't
I
know. It
just
felt
did.
like a filler. Like
Yeah,
I don't know.
it felt
Like we
very
have to
like they
introduce
were.
this stone, so we'll
Yeah,
do it here.
whoever wrote the thing, I don't know. I think they did it in a hurry.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I
That's what it
agree.
felt like.
Um,
But you know, I definitely I would rather watch the worst three Marvel movies on my list, my own list, than the worst three Star Wars movies on my own list. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I'm
Yeah.
voting Marvel.
Yeah, it's hard. And Star Wars also sets such a huge precedence for just films and theaters in general. Like that was Star Wars was the first fandom, which is insane. Like it was the first hugely pop culture giant sensation. But I have to give it to Marvel because yeah, kind of because of what they built and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Star Wars is great. I feel like I don't know, man. If they would have just kept the original trilogy, it might be the best movies like ever of all time. And it
They
feels
also
like
yeah.
the whole series is now not as good. Um,
Yeah, I do think it was affected a little bit, but yeah, but it also has its own place in
like
the
you
cinema
probably
world.
can't pay me to
And
watch the prequels again.
oh,
Like
I'll those are the ones I'll just
you
watch
can't pay me
like in
to
a
do
heartbeat.
that. Like they're just
Oh
not
man, come
good.
on, they're so
They're
fun.
so boring.
Oh no.
Okay. Second semifinal matchup. We have Lord of the Rings versus Harry Potter. This is tough.
Right, this one tears me apart.
Yeah, this is
These were
tough.
two these were two big things that I kind of grew up with for sure. Never read the Lord of the Rings books. Yeah,
I
I
bet they're
did read all
good.
the Harry Potter ones. I think they're from what I've heard they're pretty thick. They're pretty hard to read. Yeah. I mean,
I bet they're good.
just compared to like Harry Potter, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure they are.
I don't want
I
to support
remember.
J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling. You know, she's sort of she
I
sort of
legit.
gets on Twitter every day and tries to ruin her own books
Yeah.
for fun.
I'm also. If we're talking about a film series, I think I still kind of go Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Um, it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
just, and I'm going kind of off quality actually. Um, Harry Potter is fun. I think it was an awesome novel thing in our childhoods and growing up, but I think Lord of the Rings did it timelessly.
Yeah, I'll say both of these are like pretty even for me. Like they're both really good, and I'll say just on quality, I'll give it to Lord of the Rings as well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
Harry
for sure.
Potter, great, yeah. Daniel Radcliffe's amazing. Everyone
Yeah,
in that's amazing. Just
yeah, yeah. By a hair for sure. There was a little sort of lull in some weird things in the Harry Potter movies but it was over many years. But it's awesome that so many of the cast, stayed throughout the whole thing, and
oh
they
yeah,
they
for
actually
sure.
did all the books. But yeah, for sure. And I think they brought it
You
back
like
very well.
original Dumbledore, right?
Not necessarily. I don't really care.
In the first two
Um,
movies,
I like shoot, what's his name that plays it in Fantastic Beasts?
Johnny
Um,
Depp. No, who is it?
no, it's not Johnny Depp. It's hold on.
Is it
I'm
not? Who plays? Oh, it's Jude Law, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. I like Jude Law Dumbledore.
That's funny. You like hot Dumbledore?
That's right. I like hot
Yeah.
Dumbledore for sure.
Okay, Marvel
Daddy
versus Lord of the
Dumbledore.
Rings.
Right. Which is interesting because I think my mind's made up a little bit easier than I thought it would. But these are both huge, huge,
These are
huge.
both huge.
Yeah. But yeah.
I think Lord of the Rings is better, but I personally enjoy the Marvel movies more,
Interesting. Yeah.
which makes this really difficult for me. I think based on body of work, I'm going to go Marvel.
It is a lot of work. It is really cool what they've done recently, and Lord of the Rings kind of, was especially the three movies are pretty old now. Um what was I gonna say, dude? Let me just say, if there's a movie, because sometimes I'm in a mood to watch movies. Sometimes I want to rewatch something, right? Something that's easy, something that's familiar.
For
My
sure.
like top my like top 5 movies to rewatch, and I've rewatched these movies many, many, many times. All of them is the 3 Lord of the Rings, Endgame, and Infinity Game. Oh, and then I guess like maybe like Civil War too. But like those kind of types,
So you
pretty
named
much any
3 Lord of the
Marvel.
Rings and 3 Marvels?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, wow.
That's what I will go to rewatch for comfortability, because I
Yeah.
like it. I like feeling a part of that like story in that universe. I think I have to do Lord of the Rings, and I'm not saying I'm going to force possession quite yet, but like my first inclination was to just Lord of the Rings, because it's very concentrated quality. It almost feels like it's more artistic, to whereas Marvel is like incredibly like an entertainment like giant. And I think there is art a lot in the MCU as well. But like you said, it's such a big body of work that I don't think everything is like the epitome of like film art and stuff like that. As to where
Definitely.
Lord of the Rings,
Definitely.
I mean, God, if you think about the filming, if you think about just the story, if you think about the languages
They
and all
won
this, like
13 Oscars, man.
I think Lord of the Rings is extremely, those, especially those 3 movies, a concentration of like high quality cinema. So I want to go to Lord of the Rings. I don't know if I, well, I mean, if I say Lord of the Rings, like what feel you?
Yeah, so I would not use my possession. I agree with
Okay.
everything you just said, and like to me, these were both like 1 and 2, and these are the ones that I like the
Yeah.
most too. And if I think Lord of the Rings is also very deserving of the best series, so I'm cool with
Mhm.
that.
It's very, very toss up. I kind of want to give it to Lord of the Rings, because I feel like, yeah.
Let's do
I
it.
think that's cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Um, oh, I don't have music for this, but yeah,
but we don't usually play music for.
I felt like I needed some. I might
We
edit
play
some Lord of
something.
the
Click
Rings music
something.
in there.
Just click something.
No, I'll
No, no,
edit
no.
it
Just
in or
click
something.
something.
Just anything.
Yeah. All right, that's enough, man. That's
It was
enough.
just
That's
2.
enough.
Okay.
Sorry we went a little long on this one. I feel like in the movie ones we talk a lot.
We really do. We get kind of passionate about our
Yeah.
servers and the service industry.
If you're ever serving Gettable, please do not ask him if he's been there
If you're
before.
a fan,
Yeah.
look, in 20 years, when if there's fans all over the place,
Yeah.
please remember this episode. I bet I can cut this down to, I don't know, 20 maybe. No,
To
I don't
20
know, maybe.
minutes?
No, 1 hour 20. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe.
So 80 minutes. But anyway,
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. It wasn't super jokey towards the tournament part, but I still had a lot of fun talking movies. I feel like I love talking movies.
it was good.
And like we said, we'll talk. Well, we have something about the Fast and Furious franchise,
Mhm.
and this whole month we're doing Blockbuster Tober or Blockbustober, whatever. And yeah, so we're gonna be talking more movies this whole month. So thank you so much for listening. Gilmo, do you have any plugs or shout outs?
Real quick, just go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Great Gia. I'm gonna say it here so that I have to hold myself to this. Within City Limits season 4, let's say it comes somewhere in October, and then there will be a good probably episodes to last through November, maybe the beginning of December, and also early stages of this, but be on the lookout. I'm going to start planning 12 days of Podcastmas.
Ooh.
So look out for that. Follow me on Instagram for all this stuff. But yeah, and go to our YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube if you're a fan. If you're still listening right now, do us that solid. And of course, follow us anywhere you can. Tournament Style also has a Twitter at Tournament Pod.
All right, thank you so much. I'm actually going to be at Austin City Limits, the music festival, next week.
That's
So
right. Yeah.
yeah,
Nobody really
fun.
calls it Austin City Limits, but
Well,
yeah,
I didn't
I
want
get
to
it.
just say ACL just in case people didn't know.
Oh,
This is an
yeah.
international podcast.
That's right. They don't know what Austin is then, right?
Well, they can Google it, right? If I say ACL, you're gonna come up with your
the body part. Yeah,
exactly. But if I say Austin City Limits, they know what it is. It's the namesake to within city.
Kind of, I guess. It's eponymous is more of what it is.
Yeah, you can find me at Austin A. Garza on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Please rate, review, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Tell a friend if you really, really enjoyed it. And we'll be back next week with another episode of Tournament Style. Bye.